Hello, everybody. I'm your host and the one and only Mr. LP Stephen Sykes of Enliven Radio, part of Legacy Internet Radio. And we're here at the Hair in Motion photo shoot here in Richmond, Virginia. And we have an exclusive, the first and only interview with a great photographer. And your name, sir?
Cornelius Vick.
Ah, Mr. Vick, how you doing today?
Good, I'm doing well.
Thank you very much. So how does it feel to be around all these gorgeous women here taking pictures?
It's not a bad thing. Who would not like that?
I understand.
Makes life a little easier.
Makes it easier to live longer. Your heart
That's right, that's right.
All right.
It definitely keeps your blood flowing.
Hey, amen to that. So how long have you been doing photography?
Professionally since 2003. I was doing it part-time from 2003 to 2009, and then I went full-time, and so I've been doing full-time work for the last 5 years.
So how does it feel from, what were you doing previously, may I ask?
Well, up until 2010, I worked for a financial institution, and I worked in loans, things of that nature.
So how is it the transition from the business world to the fashion world and pictures and modeling? And
well, I mean, but my specialty is fashion and wedding photography, which is I do everything, but those are my focus. And I would just tell you that you have to have a creative mind. You always have to look for different things. You know, like even today, because I know these young ladies are trying to get in here and trying to get a cover of the magazine, so I want to try to give each one of them something a little different than I gave the previous person, just so they have something different that the person look and say, hey, we might be able to use this for the cover.
So what do you feel when you get out here and you do things like this? What's the biggest challenge that you feel when doing something like this, when you got so many different models?
Well, obviously, you know, it's like my major was psychology, which is a great thing because you want to make each person feel like it's all about them. And it is, because once they step in front of the lens, it is all about them. You know, everything else that's going on around, it doesn't matter. At that particular time, it's all about them. But I have to be able to communicate that with them, that I am really trying to do my best for them, and that it's all about them. See, because it's not about me as the photographer, it's about them.
What's your favorite location that you like to video shoot at?
Well, just it. I don't necessarily have a favorite because my thing is I always want to keep those creative juices flowing. So I always want something different and new. Like I've never shot this location up here, you know. So I was always, even outdoors, I was looking for something different and new. That you say, hey, you know, how can I shoot this? I took a couple ladies out there and I tried to get each one of them something different. So I was like, hey, look, I didn't shoot this. I can shoot this way. See, so I don't have necessarily a favorite location per se, because each location presents an opportunity. Exactly.
It's just how you be creative with it.
Right, exactly.
Where are you from?
Originally, I'm from North Carolina.
Ah, Southern boy.
Yes, Southern boy, big time. I would say born and raised, but I was a military brat, so I kind of like lived all over the country. My dad was in California and Florida, and then I ended up going in the military myself after college, so I kind of like lived all over the country.
What branch of the military? We respect your military, man. So what branch were you in?
Army.
Oh, what was your position?
I was medical service.
Go ahead, man.
Right. Ran a medical platoon. Like you see those on those movies like Smash, and they have the doctors, but they have like officers who coordinate all the stuff for the doctors and to make sure they have all the medications, you know. And that was my job to make sure that everything was taken care of. And then those guys out on the front lines, they need medics out there, so I had medics that worked under me.
Yeah, went out to the front lines.
That went out to the front line to help the troops.
How long were you in the military, sir?
Active duty, 3 years, and reserve duty for 5.
Well, first of all, I appreciate your time and effort in there. And I'm glad that you came back home safe and sound.
Yes. Me too. My wife appreciates that as well.
So how does your wife feel about all these pictures and things like that?
That took some getting used to. I'm keeping it real.
Keep it real. We're all about the truth.
That's right.
So she'll be a little bit mad at today's shoot.
No. This for her is tame.
Yeah. Okay, not a problem. She don't mind the money. Never mind the money. Never mind the money.
She'll be like, oh. All right.
Okay, I can deal with it today.
That's right. That is right.
So it should be good.
And listen, that's funny thing that you said that because a photographer told me a long time ago, the best way to keep your wife happy, just give them the money.
Go out. You need to work. You need to get some more pictures.
So I'll be like, here's the money.
Now, have you ever taken pictures with her?
I mean, yes, a long time ago, but she didn't get into my case about that lady. She wants to do some family photos.
So you gotta get that in. Can't take care of everybody else and not take care of the
Right. Yeah, but you know what? This is exclusive because I don't get in front of the camera.
I see that. I appreciate it. So how can people see more of your work?
Well, a great place for them to see it. They can go to 2 places that I would recommend. Obviously, Facebook. I am the only Cornelius Vick on Facebook.
Wow.
Only one. You can search, and there's only one, so you'll find me there. And on Instagram, where everyone's on Instagram, that's all about pictures, and that's what I do. It's under Cornelius V.
Spell Cornelius for those.
That is Cornelius, and the letter V is in victory.
All right, sir. I thank you very much for your time for speaking with Enliven Radio.
It was fun.
Thank you. We're gonna get you next time. Okay.
All right. You have a
blessed one. Bye, everybody.
Bye.